Hello, welcome back to Outlandish Claims, everyone. I'm here with Mike in this window, Demetrius in another. We're going to run right into our final thoughts from last week.
Final thoughts. Let's start with the Simone Biles situation because the quote always goes, "You can't stop the GOAT, but you can contain the GOAT." And at this rate, you can't even do that. You know it's bad when you have to level off a performance of one of the greatest athletes of all time because what everyone else can do is not on the level of what she can do. You know what you probably should do? Try harder. Maybe that should be the case. We shouldn't have to limit the ability of someone greater because no one else is that great. Because it's like when they forced Michael Jordan to retire, basically. When they forced Jordan to retire for a year, they had him come back in the second half of the '95 season, only to lose to Shaq and the Magic. Honestly, I think the U.S. has gone completely left as opposed to dealing with the Olympics this year with the Sha'Carri Richardson situation and now this. What do we do from here is the real question. Where do we go?
I'm looking at your background, Mr. Edwards. I'm feeling like final thoughts are going to be a little related to this, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
I mean, well, in part. So obviously, as the world saw on full display, and we're going to get more to it during the NBA section of the show. We have a new champion, and we have a new powerhouse in the form of Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, before anybody seizes onto that comment, I understand all of the arguments that this was a season filled with injuries, and that ultimately the reason why the Bucks are in the finals is because of the Brooklyn Nets not being at full strength. That being said, injuries aside, you still got to play the games. And for a team to be as resilient when we have called them out for their weak-mindedness throughout not just this season, but also the previous two seasons when they were expected to win the title. They were not expected to this year. We did not see them fold like we're accustomed to seeing. Instead, we saw them rise to the occasion. We saw this man get healthy and deliver one of the best performances that we've ever seen in NBA Finals history. Okay? In sports history. So I'm just here to state that throughout the last couple of years, you could make the argument for or against Giannis within the top five NBA players throughout the NBA currently. I think that's not even a debate now. And we have to give credit where credit is due. We have to be fair. Maybe part of it is we're not having this discussion if Kevin Durant literally wears a shoe size less. But you can't go back and retroactively undo the past. So for me, this is a sign that Giannis has arrived. I think that he's easily, in my opinion, a top 3 player in the NBA with a healthy KD and unfortunately LeBron James, even though he plays for my team. I have no choice but to root for him. That's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, Giannis is right there for me, y'all. I'm ready to say that at this point.
You're not going to like my final thoughts, but I wanted to bring this up.
Oh, okay. What's it about?
Okay, so my final thoughts this week. They got nothing to do with the team behind me. They got nothing to do with the team I'm wearing. They have everything to do with the team that Mike Edwards usually has behind him. I'm calling it. It's over. Throw in the towel, New York. It is over. It is over. You had your chance. You had your chance. Not chance. You had your chances. Plural. You had your chances. Plural. And you blew it. You blew it twice. First, you blew it at the bottom of the ninth when you were up 3-2. Then you blew it in the bottom of the 10th when you were up 4-3. Then the very next day, oh, Garrett Cole's pitching. Okay, well, we're going to kill him because that's what we do. Except he doesn't have sticky glue anymore. So he gives up 3 runs in 1 inning as he approaches 102 pitches, which was his final pitch count. 102 pitches, and that's a good number of pitches to throw. To be fair, 102 pitches in 8 innings. Oh, no, he didn't pitch 8 innings. He pitched 5 innings. He pitched 5 innings against the Red Sox, and he got up to 102 pitches. And how many strikeouts did he get, may you ask? He only got 8. But if he's thrown 102 pitches, doesn't he usually get double-digit strikeouts? No. 8 strikeouts along with 2 walks. All his runs were earned, so it's not like the Yankee fielding screwed him up. And the Yankees could only muster 2 runs. Against who? Eduardo Rodriguez, who's this? Pedro Valdez? Just want to make sure I get Phillips Valdez. Who the hell is Phillips Valdez? Who the hell are you losing to? Who's this guy? Rios? Who's this guy? Whitlock? Hernandez? Brandon Workman? It was a freaking bullpen game. It's over. Just throw in the towel. Throw it in. Because you got nothing. Tampa's still winning. Toronto's better than you. And Boston just can't lose right now against you. I think they have a worse record against the Baltimore Orioles than they do against you. Let me check that because I want that stat to be true just so I can watch Mike recede into the background and nothingness.
I don't know what to say.
They have a better record against the Yankees than they do against the Orioles. They have lost 4 games against the Orioles. They've only lost twice to the Yankees. Once was a 6-inning game that got rained out. So you can thank Mother Nature for one of those wins. Just give up. It's over. There's nothing left to be done.
You know something? That's all.
That will do it for our show today. We'll be back tomorrow with some more fun times. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. So I can end on you slamming your Yankee cap.
I'm not putting it back on now either.